Alrighty. JYB Junkyard in the building.
All the time. Southeast alive, y'all.
What's up, Black?
I ain't making no noise, man. I'm here and I'm blessed, man.
What's up, big youngin?
What's happening, man? Glad
What's
to
up,
be here.
House? How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Man, it is so good to see y'all.
It's good to see you, man. It's been a long time, man.
It's been a minute, man. You know.
Unifest.
Exactly. Like, don't go there, man. Look, man, don't talk about Unifest, man, because I might start crying, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I start getting emotional when we start talking about Unifest. Number one, because a lot of greatness happened at those events, and they no longer happen in Southeast at that big chair, man. That's, I mean, that hurt my feelings, man. So, you know.
Some of the, like you said, some of the most epic performances.
Yes.
You know, various artists in the city happen right there. Especially Junkyard, you know, Berry Farm's been right around the corner. It's crazy.
I got the video footage though.
Yeah.
Y'all saw my YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? I got some more exclusive footage when y'all came in the door. I got some footage of y'all at RFK Stadium.
You tore it up.
Yeah, y'all killed it, man.
Which one?
I think that was Fenty.
It was the one when you guys performed in the parking lot right across the street from where they had the parking lot. That was one of the.
Did that more than once.
Yes.
But the last one you talking about with Fenty?
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
No. It wasn't with Fenty.
Oh, okay.
It was before Fenty.
Not with the piece of hard. Not that.
Who
one.
was drumming?
The young.
It would have had to been me.
Well, if it wasn't him, you going back to 1997.
Well, you know, Junkyard is the king of the outside show, man. Nobody
Right.
puts on that performance.
So who was drumming before you?
Dre.
Okay.
The Chink Santana.
It was Chink. That's who I got on the video.
That's 97.
Okay, and of course, if that, a lot of people that don't know, you know, Chink Santana started with y'all band.
Absolutely.
And of course, he went up to with Murder Inc. and all them,
Right.
produced all them records with Herb Gotti.
And then with Dipset.
Exactly, no doubt. That's our homie right there.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Of course, y'all are going to perform live at the Summer Spirit Fest with Backyard. Let me see, Miss Lauryn Hill and all of that, man. I'm excited about that show.
We can't wait, man.
Can't wait. It's gonna be.
We can't wait, man.
If people who know Junkyard, they know first of all what to expect, man. This is gonna be exciting. Like, this is gonna be one that you don't want to miss, because not only are we performing at the show, but we'll be on the stage at the same time with Backyard. So you're gonna see some kind of It's gonna be crazy.
Both bands.
Both bands sing.
Both bands? How y'all gonna do that?
Two setups.
We've done it before. At the Lincoln Theater.
Yep.
They call it
one
the
at a
battle of the
time.
bands.
Yep.
Oh, hell no, man.
It's not really a battle.
That's what they say on the radio, man.
That's a crank session, Black.
I mean, that's once in the yard, always in the yard. So it's never a battle. It's just
Right.
we both just tear the house up, man, because it's just representing the DMV, man. You know, that's all we do, man.
So if you can think about your favorite Backyard songs, and you can think about your favorite Junkyard hits, and you think about that happening all at the same time,
Live?
man.
Yeah.
We like to call it a crank coma. That's
Yeah.
what you
I don't
be
think
in
I
the
can
crank-
take that. I'm
you
gonna
put
be
you
in the
crank
coma.
Yeah. They should have closed it out with that, I think.
Looking forward to that show. Now I want to, for people that don't know, let's look at the history of Junkyard Band, man. Let's talk about the history of this band, where the band was formed at, and the original members, and let's talk about that.
Well, I was a fan back, you know, the original with Bugs, Heavy Ones, Wink Baker, Gene Pratt, all those. I was just a fan, but you know, I had to be a part of it someday. And I didn't get in the band until 1998, and they were formed in what, 1980?
Yeah, 1980. Because I came in 89.
He was. You were original, but then left and came back, right?
Yeah, I came and I was right there from day one, because I lived there and I watched them do it. You know what I'm saying? From marching in the marching bands at Bernie School with Heavy One of them running up down Mount Avenue.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying? And started, you know, because in my area from Park Chester, you know what I'm saying, we had our own little band, and Bugs had a band, and Heavy One had a band, and then everybody would do their own thing outside, you know what I'm saying, on the playground, on the basketball court, wherever you could be seen, you know what I'm saying. That's how love it was back in Southeast, you know what I'm saying, where the families could be outside all day, all night, and you can go out there and do something with your life besides the violence, you know what I'm saying. We had creative things to do, so, you know, that's how Junkyard came about, being creative, man.
So for people that don't know how the name, where did the name of the actual band, Junkyard Band, come from? Does anyone know?
I think I don't want to say this because Bug's not here, but the Junkyard Band was originated, I would say, Fat Albert.
Right. That's
In the Bill Cosby, the Junkyard Band. It originated from just watching that episode, man, of Fat Albert. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, them being on trash cans and, you know, things like that, stuff out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? The Junkyard came about playing on cans and buckets, man. That was like, wow. Does that really sound like anything? Then when you first heard them, man, you was like, good gravy.
Like I know it gave me hope, man. It gave me hope.
Yeah.
I remember seeing them the very first time. It was around Paradise. It was an anti-drug rally. And I saw, it was Junkyard Band and the Side-by-Side Band. And I saw Junkyard, and here these guys were on buckets, cans, refrigerator boxes, everything. And for them to make that music, that was when I knew that drumming is what I wanted to do after seeing Heavy One do that. And as soon as they left, like me and a couple other guys in the neighborhood, we went in the woods. There used to be the woods around Paradise, and we went and found everything we could, because now we knew that we didn't have to have instruments. We didn't have to have, you know, any of that to make music. So it's a very, you know, Junkyard definitely has a story, and that's probably why Junkyard has such a connection with the people. Like, you know, we's kind of the people's band in that sense.
So Big Youngin, let me ask you this, man. You know, when you first got with the band, do you remember your very first performance, and how did that feel? I want to know about that.
Man, both of them. I remember my very first show. It was almost like being called up to the big leagues. Wink and House had seen me. I was actually in college at Norfolk State, and we had a band down there, and we opened up for Junkyard. So they got my number, and then 2 years later, they gave me a call. And it was almost like I said, being called up to the big leagues. I never thought it would have ever happened. But my very first show was I'm glad there's no tape out or anything. I gassed completely out. Like, I went full steam ahead, and I almost killed myself before halftime, because like, I'm sitting around these guys who are, you know, legends in my eyes. And, you know, their music is, man, that adrenaline. And Bug, you know, they were like, calm down, man. Calm down.
He set the
Wait, you there?
I was
Yeah,
there.
he was there.
Okay, what do you remember?
I remember him gassing out. He had the seat set too low. He was like, I didn't even set the seat right.
I was just ready to go, man.
He said, just calm down a little bit. It was Baker and I, and Wink said, calm down, calm down. He was like, all right, man. He was done.
I tried to kick the bass drum to the back of the club. I promise you, man.
You still do.
I'm a little too old for that now,
He perfected it this time. He perfected how to kick it to the back of the club now.
Know when to go and know when to hold, know when to go.
Yeah, so these guys are a big part of my sound, you know, getting me, you know, right and locked into that Southeast socket, because it's definitely something different, and that's what Junkyard brings to the table. But yeah, man, I went bananas.
Okay, let's stop right there. Hold on, that's part one. Let's talk about some of the challenges that the go-go scene is going through right now in the DMV, and it's a different story for DC and PG County, but let's talk about like what's going on, because it's all these different kind of rules and laws that like kind of like hindering the music.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's really like with PG County closing down the clubs, it's just really hurting the game, because you know, we had a good 2-year run at Club Elite, and when that got shut down, you know, one club after another, Classic, Club Elite, Trade Winds.
You name it, they all
you know, went down, and the county, you know, they blame it on the music, and it's not the music. You still have the same problems without Go-Go. And we're taking the hit for it.
It's indicative of what's happening in the DMV period, in my opinion, as far as gentrification and different things like that. What people don't understand is this is a full-on attack on our culture, our music and our culture, because it seems like these are the only venues that are being targeted, and mainly because you know, they don't see citizenship in it. They just see, you know, non-tax-paying hoodlums, in their opinion, that attend these shows, not knowing that, you know, these are people who pay taxes in these areas, and it's just been rough on everybody. So I think the focus right now is going to be making new music. That's what Junkyard is doing now. Like, we're actually in the studio, or you know, in the development of the stage, we're going back to the basics.
Back to the basics.
We're we're gonna have new music. It'll be the first Junkyard album in about well over 10 years, about 15 years maybe, since the beginning to the end.
When we gonna get this?
19.
It's coming.
It's coming.
We gotta take our time.
Wait, man. Don't get me all amped up, man. I need it yesterday.
Actually, we had more than one album, enough music for 2 or 3 albums.
So you'll see, you're gonna get the best of what Junkyard has to offer without, compromising the Junkyard sound, but it'll still be something new and fresh for you.
Okay, so a release date, do we have that at all?
We do not.
Not yet.
Okay, well,
But you'll be the first to know.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear right there.
I'll text you.
Please do, please, because I need to be there, and especially like not only when you drop the music, but the performance after you drop. I want to be there with the cameras. I want to be able to capture that moment, because that's gonna be history for our city and for y'all as a band, man. And that's one thing. One of the reasons why we got all these cameras up here today is because I want to document this moment in y'all's story, because it's very important to the fabric of our city and our people, man. Absolutely. I mean, we have to start documenting it, because otherwise, in the next 5 years, people be saying, well, hey, JYB, they came up with that name from something else that really ain't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. As far as people know with Junkyard, we, like I said, Junkyard is for the people, and we, because they came from nothing, you can strip us of a whole lot, and we still gonna be Junkyard. We still gonna be powerful. So people can expect that the music is still coming. And Junkyard isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't been nowhere and we ain't going nowhere. So we DC bound, baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who else to explain this music but us?
Right.
By us.
Exactly.
For us. It is us. You know what I'm saying? And the people from the District of Columbia, they know that. You know what I'm saying? They know. When you say the Junkyard Band, they know that we're representing us. Wherever we go, man. You know what I'm saying? Wherever we go. We done been almost everywhere, different cities, man, to do certain things, and just doing us. Hey, that completed the crowd. The crowd leave another stage and come see Junkyard. Because of what we putting on, the show we putting on. The image, you understand what I'm saying? The energy. The determination, the truth. That's what we do. We put out the truth.
Like it or not, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? The black music coming from DC itself. You know what I'm saying? This is our music. This is what we make right here. And if we can't play it right here, we got a problem with that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You accept these rock bands, like the crazy stuff don't go on in a rock concert. It goes on right there first.
Right.
It started right there first.
Yeah.
So I don't see them attacking that. No, not hating, but wow. You know what I'm saying?
It's violence be happening in a football game, basketball game, hockey game, but are they shutting the game down?
They just had an episode, God forbid, at the zoo. The children at the zoo.
Right.
Things go on, man. I mean, you can't stop, things from happening out here because the streets are being mean. You know what I'm saying? We need more God than because the Satan walking these streets. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you can't just pinpoint and put fingers on Gogo. And that's what they're doing. Exactly. They're trying to make the black culture look like we all animals. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have no control. I done been to a Gogo where there's no violence. Do they tape that?
Black. 2 years at Club Elite, 4 fights, minor fights. Got them under control, and they were women fighting, crazy thing. And shut it down, get the fight out of there, back to the party.
You go to these bars, man. I mean, no disrespect. You go to the bars where the cowboys be at, and they had bar fights all the time.
Right.
They knock each other teeth out, throw each other over the bar. I mean, you see it on TV, but it's real life. Motorcycle clubs and all that. And I ain't talking about the black motorcycle clubs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anytime we do anything, if we go to the bathroom and you forget to wash your hands, they record that. But the black man always washes his hands because we know our manners. We were raised better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they need to understand. You know what I'm saying? It's black people out here to teach other black people how to be presented. You know what I'm saying? How to present yourself. You know what I'm saying? How to represent your own culture. So they got us all, all bad, man. You know what I'm saying? We pray before we play.
Absolutely.
Love that.
Probably
You know what I'm saying? We don't miss a day without praying. We pray for our families. We pray for the crowd. We pray for the people that can't make it. We pray for the people that want to be there. You know what I'm saying? We pray for the people that don't have nothing to do with Gogo. Because we want everybody's support. and we're saying that, you know what I'm saying, when you put God first, where can you go wrong?
Right.
Absolutely.
No doubt. You know what? I want to ask you something in regards to the power of Gogo. I saw a tape of a show on YouTube, and I think it was y'all in Maine.
Yeah, that was a project that.
Can we talk about this now? Just for people that, and I'll post this video on my YouTube. And this is one of the most incredible. I'm a social media YouTube fanatic. I go on, I search and I look for the video, and I saw a video of y'all in Maine, a totally white crowd.
That's what I was talking about.
There was not one black person.
Nope.
In attendance, except the band.
And they were body surfing.
Oh my God!
And it was
those white people heard Gogo, and they were losing their mind.
Yeah.
When y'all got off the stage, they was like, no. They was like, no, please come back. Please come back. Then y'all started cranking another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, just to see them reacting to our culture and our music and y'all like that, I was like, this is so powerful.
People out there.
Junkyard is powerful, period. Last year we had a guy do the hee-haw in a wheelchair.
He did it from the wheelchair, and this is an outdoor event. Also, recently, last year, 930 Club, same demographic.
Same thing. Yeah, no, that's 60%.
Wow.
How does that feel when you go into these venues like you in Maine? I mean, I've never even been to this place, and the people just hear the music and they just go. How's that feel?
Actually, they followed us the whole weekend because we played that weekend, and they had other stages set up for different styles of music, gospel and country and stuff like that. And all the artists that were on those cards did not want to perform. They wanted us to do 3 sets right there on that stage, and everybody left those stages to come to where we were under the tent because they didn't want to miss the show. So we had to perform 3 times in one day for the whole weekend, 3 times every day.
Right.
Because they wanted to see us do our thing. And that's what I was speaking about when I say they got us all wrong. When they close our clubs down, don't let us play in the big venues like we supposed to. We supposed to been in Merriweather.
Right.
We supposed to been somewhere else doing something else big. You know what I'm saying? But if that's the way to keep your foot on our neck, then that's how they gonna do it. They gonna demonstrate it that way. But we got people like you who out here running this airwave, man, who make a difference out here for us. Absolutely. And we thank you for that. We got the Gogo Awards who honor us, you know what I'm saying, when nobody else will. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people out here helping us out, you know? So, thank you, man.
Oh, good. You're welcome, man. I'm telling you, that main video, them white girls. Yo, I'm telling you, I watched that video about at least 20 times. I was just amazed to see them grooving like that.
Easy, I can tell you, man. It's like the power of this music.
Yes.
Including Junkyard.
Yes.
And even the other artists. The power of this music, man, it goes far beyond club walk.
Yes.
Goes far beyond even the Beltway. For instance, right now we've been pushed out so much that we have to go to Miami to have nice shows. We have to go to CIAA to have nice shows. We have to leave here and take everyone from DC somewhere else in order to really have good shows. And Junkyard's been blessed, man, to be able to go and touch places that a lot of other people haven't. Yeah, we'll be in Charlotte actually this weekend. Yeah. No CIAA. We'll be playing in front of a complete North Carolina crowd.
Okay.
No big event going on, anything. Junk is the big event. So, man, this the power in this music. That's a true testament of it, and it goes beyond race lines. It goes beyond anybody who can relate to not having anything. Definitely get on board with Junkyard, and then everybody else just enjoys the music.
All right, that's perfect. That's what we need right there, fellas. Very good.